Tyler, the creator, is on Twitter right now losing his mind because he keeps posting tributes to D'Angelo. Rightfully so, because obviously D'Angelo was one of his biggest influences. And it just reminds me of, like, the reason I stopped listening to Tyler and stopped going to his shows and, like, stopped, just, like, consuming his stuff. Because for someone who is so in tune with Black music and, like, Black culture, who is very much aware of, like, the history of Black music, it's actually crazy to me that he was so self-hating in the beginning of his career, considering who his influences are and who he's inspired by. Like, I vividly remember in middle school, boys passing by me in the hallway being like, got these dark bitches jealous because my name bitch vanilla or some shit like that. Like, obviously his lyrics, and I get it now. He's on, like, this journey where he's, like, trying to correct his old behavior, and, like, now he's obviously a changed person, and I respect that, and I do believe that he has changed and he has, like, seen the error of his ways. But my thing is, like, you created this breeding ground for, like, white men to, like, let go of their anger. And basically, you were, like, shitting on all of your Black fans in the beginning of your career. And now that you're older and you're making different music and different art, you want your fan base to change, but you haven't spoken on, like, why you were so self-hating and why, like, you decided to change your behavior. And it's obviously really sad because, like, Tyler is a really big pillar in, like, the music industry and just, like, when it comes to Black artists, especially in today's, like, day and age. But it's like when you look at his discography and, like, you go back to his old music, like, that's what people are going to be referencing. Like, any new fans or new people who want to start listening to his music, you're going to go back and see all the shit that he was saying. And even though he's on this path now where he's, like, obviously accepting of who he is, like, he was self-hating for a very long time. And you can't expect your fan base who doesn't listen to Black music and don't like Black people to all of a sudden be familiar with or, like, appreciate this new path that you're on, because you created the problem. I remember when he had Drake come out at his festival or whatever, and his fans were being weirdos as usual, and no one was surprised because you created that environment. Like, the people that are fans of you, they don't listen to the shit that you listen to. So I get it now. You're trying to, like, introduce people to, like, Black music and, like, show people your influences, but, like, that's not gonna resonate with your fan base because you already created a fan base full of weirdos and white people who don't listen to Black music. And, like, I know he was a kid at the time, but, like, when people are looking back on your legacy and, like, what you brought to music, like, unfortunately they're always going to reference all that self-hating shit that you did in the beginning of your career. So unfortunately you're gonna have to correct it, and you have to speak out about why you did what you did and just correct your behavior. And it, like, really irks me as someone who is a fan of his. I has seen Tyler, like, more than 5 times, and, like, I just have to stop because it's, like, almost hypocritical of him to, like, now be so pro-Black, but we know who you were when you were coming up. So it's really unfortunate, but, like, you have to say something. Also, want to say that Tyler is Nigerian, and I know he doesn't know his dad, but imagine how cool his music would be if he actually would, like, tap into that and, like, listen to African music and, like take in the culture instead of going to Switzerland every other day. Like, why don't you go to, like, Nigeria, where you're from? Like, actually indulge in the culture, because that might help your art.